Alia! Today, welcome, make watermelon. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're doing a cheeky little watermelon salad that's one from the book. This is one of the book recipes. One of the recipes that reminds me of my childhood, but also relates to the whole like Turkish, Italian mishmash that my life's been. So like, this was shown to me by an Italian chef. I then used a little more Turkish ingredients to make it Turkish, you get me? So, first thing you need is a watermelon, yeah? I like these little watermelons. Now, if you ever see my dad outside of a Turkish shop flicking watermelons stood by a pallet, he's not gone mental. There's certain things you look for when choosing the correct watermelon, right? So I often look for a birthmark, which is like this big yellow stain, yeah? Sometimes they're like grainy, look like a bit like a cantaloupe. And also, you want it to sound hollow. Yeah, you want it to sound like you're dumping something massive into water. If they don't sound hollow, they're not ripe. This should crack when I cut into it and be full of beautiful juice. Not the biggest watermelon. Obviously, you can buy half sides from shops and stuff. What I tend to look for is the deepest red. The deeper the red they are, the more juice they carry, right? So, gonna take the top and bottom. Oh, that's a good watermelon. So this is from a little deli in Italy who imported this from a place called Mantua in Italy. Little deli on Essex Road next door to my fishmongers. Beautiful deep colour. It's already like really moist and delicious. Smaller ones have less seeds in. I find that they're sweeter. They're like more concentrated in flavour. So I've taken the top and bottom off just so that we can work with it. And then just gonna follow the way that the watermelon naturally curves, and we're gonna peel it like this, right? Trying to make sure that we're not losing loads of watermelon at the same time, but we wanna make sure that we're getting the rind off. The rind's not very nice to eat. I like watermelons. As soon as I cut a watermelon, it reminds me of my dad, they remind me of Cyprus, keeping the rinds to feed the rabbits in the garden. Just like, super nostalgic for me, man. Get this off. Flip her over, and just any bits that you've missed, just give them the run round once more. For me, as soon as the watermelons come out, it's a beautiful time of year. Sweet, delicious. Whether they be going into like cocktails or just fucking cut and eaten. Watermelon's always something that we have in the fridge at home. Dad fucking loves them. He'll often come home and the first thing he does is open the door of the fridge, take his little spoon and go and eat watermelons, just as is. So, watermelon's done, right? Now, we can do big shards, we can chop it into cubes, we can do whatever, but essentially we're making a watermelon salad, so I just want like bite-sized pieces. So I'm gonna go straight down. And if you should all know me by now, I don't really like uniform. I don't like things to be symmetrical and all look the same. So I'm just gonna cut this watermelon like that. Oh, it's a nice melon now. You guys remember Robert? This is Robert eating a watermelon.
They don't know him as that though, do they? No.
You're now a watermelon, Rob.
AKA blowjob Rob.
No, you're now a watermelon, Rob. You're good, you're good. We'll get the stigma away. Watermelon season in the UK, it's normally the summer, the sun's out. Please, 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 when you buy a watermelon, don't put it in your fridge, yeah? If anything, I like to leave my watermelons on the windowsill or outside and let them ripen. My earliest memories as a kid is like walking into my nan's kitchen and just having watermelons ripening on the windowsill or out on the balcony, and there's like a perfume in the air and it's fucking great, right? So don't buy them and put them in the fridge. And also, if you want it to be lazy, right? I'm gonna judge you if you do this, but buy the pre-cut stuff in a packet. It's always shit, but if you wanna do that, do that. You're not getting any brownie points from me. Watermelon, Watermelon's cut, room temperature. Now, just let that sit there. And all we're gonna do is add delicious things to it in order to make it better, yeah? So I've got some limes, a couple tomatoes, and a chili. Now, I like to stick the chilies in first. And I'm just gonna do like everyday rounds, nothing special. And again, you get that fucking like perfume when you cut into a chili. It's just fucking great. Chili goes in. I've got some little cherry tomatoes that I'm just gonna chop in half. Fucking knife, bro. Little cherry tomatoes. And then they're gonna go in with our watermelon. Big, beautiful tomato. Look at this. Can you just look at this? Bruv. Buy a nice tomato, man. I cut it and it pissed. It was like, take me, I'm ready. Take me. Please, serve me up, I'm delicious. But yeah, just little wedges. Again, bite-sized pieces. Now, the reason we're using the tomato is one, for vibrancy and acidity, but two, we're gonna season our tomatoes in order to extract the water to then create a dressing in the bottom of the bowl, which is gonna carry the flavor of the chili, the lime, the watermelon, and the other bits. So, that goes in. Make sure you push all the juice off of your board as well. All that stuff's just fucking extra flavour. In here, I want to go a nice whack of salt. So our watermelon's already sweet and delicious, but we need salt to bring out the flavours of the tomato and also create our dressing, yeah? If you've got a shit watermelon, right? If you've happened to pick up a shit one that's like not full of juice and it's not delicious, throw a little sprinkling of sugar in now, right? Little 1, 2, same amount of salt you've put in, you'll be fine. I'm gonna toss this up. We're gonna let it sit for a couple of seconds, right? Instantly, the salt has started to create like this little juicy tomato number in the bottom. So this was all liquid that we wasn't in here before, right? See this here? That there? That wasn't in there before. That's the salt drawing out the moisture of the tomato and doing the same to the watermelon, right? So, let that sit. And then we're gonna add some flavors in that I really enjoy. So I've got a lime that I'm gonna zest. This is all like bright, beautiful flavors that you just wanna eat in the garden. I often serve this with Cam's chicken, to be honest. If I'm doing a little barbecue and watermelons are in, it's either just on the table and people are allowed to pick away at it, or I'll be like, oh, I'm making chicken and watermelon, and everyone will just come around and have a go. So that's the zest of one entire lime. And we want the juice of this lime as well, so I'm just gonna massage it in my hands a little, just so I can get the juice flowing. I'm gonna get all this lime juice in there. Squeeze it to an inch of its fucking life. So now, spicy, vibrant, acidic, little bit of sweetness. And then to cut through all of that, I want some like accents of herbs, right? So here, I've got some mint. I'm just gonna pull off. I don't wanna chop through it, I want it to stay whole. I've got some beautiful bits of basil, again, just pick through. Take the nicer leaves. This mint, again, was grown in my nan's garden. Shout out my nan's doing bits on this shoot. I really, really, really like coriander. I know some people find it soapy. If you're one of those people, don't use it. And then I've got a few bits of parsley, which is just like, I'd say the general herb, but like the herb that does everyone, looks after everyone. Parsley's that one at the party, right? That if people are mash up, parsley will take you home. Do you know what I mean? Basil wants to be out there and be like, yo, man's basil, you get me? Have you ever seen me on bread? Coriander's like vibrant, star of the show. But parsley's just there in the wings, like, yeah, man, I've got all of you lot's back. Don't worry, I've got this shit in the bag. But yeah, herbs, All soft herbs. I don't want to put like rosemary or sage in this. I just want herbs that all bring like different characters and different flavors. 2 parts coriander, 1 part mint, 1 part basil, and then half a part parsley. Little half a part. So all of this can now go into our little salad. Yeah. You hear how slimy it is and sloppy. Slimy is not the best word when you're describing food, but that's the salt drawing the moisture out, right? A little toss. So, when you think about the structure of a watermelon, let's just talk about this quickly, dead science stuff. When you think about the structure of a watermelon, yeah? Watermelons are like a sponge, right? So they're allowed to obtain the juice, yeah? So all these little porous bits are full of little bits of juice, right? But when you season a watermelon with like acidity and salt, the fibers close up and become very smooth. This is because this watermelon has taken on all the fucking flavour that we've put into it. So the tomatoes in here, there's little bits of lime juice in it. And it's just gone like that and intensified. Now, this salad, the longer you keep it, the better it gets. So like if you stroll up to the barbecue before the rum punch comes out and you've got this, by the end of the night, this is gonna be the thing that everyone wants to eat, right? So in here, we've got all of the flavors that we want. I want to add a nice bit of olive oil, just for like a background pepperiness, right? And again, this is going to help our marinate almost dressing to carry. Another little toss like this. I'm going to feed the first bit to Robert before I plate it. Here, Rob. Don't get it on your shirt, bro. What's it doing for you, Rob?
Lovely.
Lovely, thank you. Look out for pictures of Robert in the book. There's pictures of Rob sat with my dad. It's a cute book, fam. You should all buy it. The link's in here somewhere, probably. But yeah, buy the book, out August 4th. Anyway, we're gonna plate this. And at the end of the day, it's just a fucking, it is a salad, so just plonk it in it. Different colours, different textures, herbage. It's all the things you want. Robert said it's not spicy, but if you eat a bit where you get a little round of chilli in, it'll take you to that place. Not violently, but yeah, you'll get there. This, ladies and gentlemen, is halloumi. We call it hellim, right? This is actual hellim from the motherland, not like the packet stuff. You can use the packet stuff or use like a nice crumbly feta or a ricotta salata. But this for me, anytime I eat watermelon, I need a piece of hellim by its side. I need to be like, where's a bit of bread? Where's a bit of cheese? It's just the way Cypriots eat. And I guess this bit's a nod to Camille. So I'm just gonna like microplane some hellim over the top, like that. So you got like that. Now we've got like clean, salty, barnyard flavour. Little drizzle of nice olive oil, and then chili flakes. Thank you very much. Watermelon salad. As my dad would say, looks at there, man. Watermelon salad. Look at that. Clean cheese. I've got a little fiery chili flake, a little fresh chili on it. Watermelon soaked up all the flavour. I'm salivating thinking about it, bro. Fresh. Clean. delicious. For me, it's like, it's super nostalgic because it's flavours that I had as a kid. We grew up with parsley, we grew up with watermelon, we grew up with helim. You just bang it all together, dress it, and it's delicious. Come inside. In you get, mate.
You can literally just eat it by itself. I don't need nothing else.
Take the cheese off, you're a vegan. So if you don't want to use helim, if you can't find like packet halloumi in a shop, a really nice crumbly feta. If you want the same like microplanable, freeze your feta for like an hour and then grate it over the top, or just go crumbles. Anything that's like clean, sheepy, it's the kind of thing you want to eat like when you're tanning. Yeah, like you're out on holiday, you're in an Airbnb, your loved ones like, oh, I've just got a watermelon and some fresh herbs and some tomatoes and some chili, should I make a watermelon salad? You're like, yeah, bring that, come. And then, I don't know, you've got like a little mojito, a little something, a little delicious drink, you're tanning away, and then someone just comes and pokes watermelon into your mouth. You're living the dream, bro. Honest. Next time you're in an Airbnb on holiday, buy all these ingredients at your local market, make it, tan up, and send me pictures. Turkish, bro. Turkish food, man. Barbecue's a little bit shit and the person manning the grill's not really doing the job properly. You can go there and be like, oh, here's something that I whipped up that's delicious, and it makes you talk like Lloyd Grossman, you get me? Is Lloyd Grossman dead? No. Big up Lloyd Grossman.